What is up, Team Tiarrea B? If you're new here, go ahead and subscribe. I'm Tiarrea B, and I'm just doing me. And in today's video, as you can see, I'm in the process of putting in a new protective style. And so I wanted to bring you guys along. As you know, I do not like my videos to be too long, so I went ahead and did majority of the plaits ahead of time. And I just want to jump in and show you guys what I'm doing as it relates to the foundation of my faux locks. And then I will show you guys how I install my faux locks with my crochet needle. So if you're interested, definitely stay tuned. I'll put a couple of clips to just let you know how we got here, and then I'll jump back in and we'll go ahead and finish off these last couple of plaits. I pretty much did a couple of, maybe about an inch or two down, and then I twisted the rest of the way. So this is where we are so far. And yeah, so watch these next couple of clips. Go ahead and subscribe if you're not already subscribed, and I'll come right back so that we can finish together. All right, you guys, so I am back and ready to go ahead and finish this style. So far, it's taken me about 3 hours to get all of my twist / braids installed. So hopefully it won't take long to finish up these last couple. I think I have about 4 left. And I just want to show you how I am parting. I'm basically using the end of this rat tail comb, and I'm just kind of using the previous parts as a guide. So you see that part right there? Just going to use the comb. Just trying to get you guys a good angle. Use the comb and just part right down to the side. The way I did the back was very similar. Now that's pretty good, but it's off just a little bit. But the back, I used a small mirror to help me and guide me. So right now I'm just trying to match this one with the one above it. Not too concerned with the one below it. So I've already applied a little bit of product, so that's what you're seeing. I'll show you what I'm using to get my parts nice and crisp here in just a second. Awesome. See, that looks pretty nice. And so what I'm going to use to make sure my part looks good is the Shining Jam Magic Fingers. This is my first time using this product, and so far, so good. I'm definitely loving it. It was a little more expensive than the Shining Jam with the yellow and the black, but this one is definitely doing the trick. I got that off Amazon. You may be able to find it cheaper at your local Walmart. And I just apply it on the part and a little bit before the part, as well as behind it. And this is going to help you get a nice clean look. My last protective style, the box sprays, was not as clean and neat. So I just wanted to go ahead and see what I can do with these. See if I can get it to look a little more sleek. Okay, and you want to be careful not to hit the parts that you already did. As you can see, my comb just hit this one, but that's okay. And then you want to apply a little bit of product at the top, like that, and a little bit in front. So basically covering all of the edges all around the part that you created and the parts that were already there. So any additional hair that you have, you can take a clip like this one and just connect it with the other braids carefully so that it's out the way. And then what I've been using to keep my hair detangled during this time is my handy shower brush. So it's kind of hard to comb through your hair when it has edge control on it, so you want to use something that's going to be gentle on your strands but also get the job done. So I recommend this instead of using the very small tube comb. I like to use my little detangler. I use it as a detangling brush. You can go ahead and set the edges ahead of time. And then take this section and turn it into 3. So there's 1, 2, and 3. So I've got my 3 parts here. I'm going to start with a simple plait. But you want to make sure it's like flat to the scalp. So I just kind of feel my way, and once I feel like I got a good plait, I'll go ahead and go down the shaft of the hair. That looks pretty good. Once I get about 1 inch or 2 down, I turn this from a braid to a twist by connecting these 2 pieces, leaving this one over here, creating 2 parts instead of 3. At that point, I want to keep it smooth, so I add a little bit of edge control and go ahead and smooth it down both sides and continue on as a twist instead of a braid. This will just make it a little bit easier when it's time to take it down, so that you don't have to take down a bunch of small braids all the way down to the ends. It's just a nice little twist. Okay, and when I get down to the end, I just like to go ahead and smooth it down with just a tiny bit more product and kind of twirl it in my fingers. So that's why they're kind of all looking a little stiff, because I put product pretty much now the length of the braid in the twist. That way I can easily intertwine it into my faux locks, which you'll see here in just a little bit. So now that I've showed you that, what I'm going to do is go ahead and finish this off camera. Then I'll come back and let you guys know how I install my crochet locks. So stay tuned. Okay, so I am done installing all of my twists / braids. I'll take you guys on a quick 360 before I install my locks. Now, if you want, you can obviously stop here, right? This is actually really nice. It's a nice protective style. It is a little bit stiff now just because I put the product all the way down the length of my hair, but over the next couple of days it will definitely loosen up, so I wouldn't be too concerned about that. But before I put my locks in, I'm going to go ahead and put in my DIY oil here, just a mix of some olive oil and just a tiny bit of conditioner and a little bit of water. Just a couple of things that I like to put in my hair like daily. So I'm going to just tap this in. I don't want to disturb my parts too much. Just a little bit here and there because I want this style to remain sleek. All right. Then I'll just take my hands and just kind of press it in. All right, so that is done. Edges are pretty much laid. I kind of twisted and braided them the way I wanted them to lay. And now I'm going to go ahead and show you guys the hair I'm going to be installing today. All right, so we're going to be using these locks here. So they were like $5.99. I think I got them at my local beauty supply store. You may be able to find it at Sally's or maybe even at Walmart. So these are 18 inches. The color is 4. And then I may throw in a few of these just to give it a little bit more fullness. And this is 14 inches. It's just like a water wave with the loops. It's pre-looped. So we'll see how that goes. And I also have some hair jewelry to get cute. I think I'm going to go ahead and do the gold ones, and I'll use color for my daughter. Okay, so to get started, I'm going to go ahead and take off a section like this. And it's about 10 of them in each little group. So I have 3 sections of 10, and then I have an extra one as well from the last time I installed these. So that is 40 altogether. So let's count and make sure I'm going to have enough hair. So before we get started and be surprised. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, let's see, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. Hopefully I don't miss any. Okay. 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. Okay, so I have at least 30, so which is good because I have 40 locks, so we're good. So let's go ahead and get started. I will show you guys how I'm going to install these, and then I'll jump and fast forward so you guys can see the end results. So let's get it done. So you basically want to take one of these I'll be using a crochet needle like so. These are pre-looped, so you want to take the loop and make sure you can get your fingers through it. And then you want to take the hook here, open your finger on this part, the latch part. You just want to go in as careful as you can. All right, so we're in, and then take the pre-looped hair, hook it on, close the hook, carefully pull it through, just like that. All right, now once you get it in, you want to take the loop with your hand like this, grab the hair as well as your hair, so the fake hair and your hair, put it inside the loop, pull them both through, and tighten up the lock. Now they are connected, right? See that? Then what you want to do after that is open up this lock. You find it, you can begin to actually put your hair, kind of hide your hair inside. So it's open, and so I'll show you guys how this is going to make sense. So you basically want to begin to wrap the faux lock around your hair, opening it a little bit as you go, because ultimately what we're doing is hiding your hair inside the lock. So it's hard to see, but hopefully you'll be able to see once I'm done. See? So it's open, just kind of spinning it around. This part shouldn't take very long. We've made it through the hardest part, or the most time-consuming part already, so can kind of carefully place this around and you'll be good to go. Okay, so far so good. And you can also just kind of let your hair get swallowed in there, just kind of loosen your fingers a little bit and see how it wants to go, because the twist will actually just kind of suck up your hair if you let it. But you also want to be in control as well. So here we are at the end. Make sure you get it all in. Last little bit right there, I'm just going to blend it in. All right, my hair has disappeared in the lock. Once you do that, you can go back and kind of scrunch it up. You can use this method to make sure everything is in together, and voila. Nice little trick, right? So I'm going to do more of these. I'll come back and let you guys know how it's going. So stay with me until the end so you can see the end result. All right, you guys, so I am back, and as you can see, I am pretty much done. I have one more left. I wanted to make sure to do this one with you guys just to make sure you have a clear understanding of how to install your faux locks. This has been the most effective and easiest method for me. This is my second or third time attempting this, and I will tell you, I got better with each time. These look very, very nice. They are very full, and I was going to put some of this hair in between, but I decided not to because I like the way they look just like this. And so yeah, I'm going to go ahead and put this last one in with you guys and just kind of take my time with it so that you can really understand how to get this done. It could be frustrating at first, so you might want to have a little bit of practice, but just stay encouraged and stay focused because you are in charge of the lock. The lock is not in control, okay? So it could be tricky getting your hair to feed inside of this, but here we go. I'm going to go ahead and this is my edge, so I'm going to be really careful and cautious, but I have an open crochet needle, and then I have an open lock. These are pre-looped, and I'm basically going to carefully sit it on top of the needle, close the latch, carefully pull it through. When I pull it through, I actually press towards my scalp just a little bit so that it can slide through smooth without catching on to any of my hair. Just a little extra precaution, and that helps me to get it through a lot smoother, a lot quicker. Once you get it through, you want to put 2 fingers inside, go ahead and grab the lock and your braid or twist. Pull both of those through. Once you get them through, you want to hold the base of your braid or twist and then pull this faux lock so that it's tightened at the top. And now the lock is installed. And to cover it, you want to go ahead and take the base of the faux lock and carefully wrap it around the top of your twist. As you wrap it around the top, you want to slowly begin to move down. And I find it easier to grab just kind of like the top of your faux lock as you are inserting your twist or braid inside. It's almost like giving your twist a hug. If you think about it that way, it'll keep you in the mindset of just kind of hiding it instead of trying to actually twist it like a 2-strand twist. It's not that. You're just pretty much kind of covering. Hope you guys can see I have it open. And you don't want to open it too much, but enough to where you see how much distance I have there. So I'm pretty much just giving it a nice hug, and I'm lapping it as I go. So I'm making sure to wrap it around, but still kind of go up a little bit as I go as well to make sure that I've got full coverage and I don't have any like spots where you see my hair. So as you can see, my hair is slowly disappearing. There's my hair there inside the lock. And at some point, you also want to kind of just let it go and let it loosen up and wrap on its own. And then you take control back just to make sure that you don't unravel the twist too much. And you get a smooth wrap. So now we're at the end. And you just want to kind of take it one last time and just kind of tuck it. And make sure that you look and make sure all your hair is inserted inside the lock. Once you see that it is fully covered, you can go ahead and release it. And just kind of let it do its own thing. And just make sure that your hair is covered. You can kind of push it up. You can squish it together. I have been taking a little bit of edge control, putting it in my hand, and then just twisting it the same way that I wrap the twist in. And look at that. Very beautiful coverage. Looks like that lock is growing right out of my scalp. And that is pretty much it. That is the install. I'm going to give you guys a full 360. Here's the top. Here is the side. Here is the back. Here are the ends. Very nice and curly, pretty, very lightweight. And here is this side. They don't feel tight. They look tight because I did the edge control method, but they are not tight. They're not pulling my scalp. I feel like my edges are fine. I don't feel like they're going to come out. I can lift them even though they just got finished. So I don't feel pain on either side. So right now I kind of went for a side part on this side, but once they get a little older, you can kind of switch them however you want. But for me, this is pretty much what I was going for. So I'll go ahead and put a little bit of jewelry and style it and everything. So I'll come back with the final look and then we'll close out this video together. Stay tuned. All right, so my hair has dried and I am ready to reveal my final results. So let's just take a look. I went ahead and put on a nice pretty shirt for the moment. So let me just get this unraveled. Take my do-rag off, spin on my hair for a couple of hours. So I'm expecting some great results. Very nice. Yes, I absolutely love the way this turned out. Definitely was worth the time and effort. It didn't take me as long to do this as it did my box braids. So I definitely appreciate this style. It's one of my favorite go-to protective styles thus far. And I'm very happy to be able to share it with you guys. So comment down below if you like this style. Make sure to give me a thumbs up and make sure you subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. Again, I am Tiarrea B and I am out. Bye.